Hey everybody, welcome to week 7. I don't have to remind you that we're near the end here. We've got about a week and a half, I should say, before the end of the semester. And keep that in mind. It's a week and a half, 7.5 weeks, not just 7 weeks for a class like this. So technically, we're not done with the class until next Wednesday. This week 7, it's kind of an odd one. It ends on Friday, or I should say, that's when it ends, and week 7.5 officially starts on Friday. So you'll have an abbreviated week when it comes to the discussion board. So keep that in mind. That's why I'd really like to get you involved in these discussion posts early, just because I know some people have been waiting until Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It closes on Friday, and so just be very mindful of that. I don't want you to lose any points because something is late or anything like that. The big thing, though, as you all know, again, I don't need to remind you of this, your final paper. And I've been really looking forward to this. I think a lot of you have chosen some really, really cool topics. I'm looking forward to reading these papers. Remember, though, you want to upload these to ePortfolio. So hopefully all of you know how to use ePortfolio. Hopefully all of you know how to upload your paper. So I'm actually going to be going through ePortfolio to grade these papers. But those don't have to be due on Friday. Saturday can still work. So Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Ideally, if you can get them in a little early, I know some of you have been doing that. There's a couple there already, which is fantastic. That's great because I'm going to try to start with them early. These are big papers. I really want to give you and your papers the time they deserve. So if you can get them in a little early, that's great. But just know that the deadline is going to be 11:59 p.m. On Saturday. But I am looking forward to these. You've been putting in a lot of work. I can tell all these different little assignments along the way. You've been doing really well with them. So this is the final thing. This is the culmination of everything we've been doing in class. And so I know you're looking forward to being done with it. I get it, and I'm looking forward to reading these things. So do everything you can to get those in this week, by the end of this week. And then the discussion boards, you want to get those posts in and your replies by really Friday. We'll put it this way. We'll say Thursday night, 11:59 p.m. because Friday is when I'm going to start posting things for week 7.5. So what are we going to do this week? So we've been talking about lots of great stuff. We've been talking about ethics. We've been talking about logic, specifically induction, and we've been talking about fallacies. And I've really been happy with your discussions. With all the contributions you've been making to the discussion boards in these past few weeks. Now we're going to try to take that and kind of put it all together and really try to kind of guide all of that in one kind of general area. We're going to try to analyze logically and even ethically a certain subject. And we're looking in the areas of science. And you're going to be choosing a topic. And frankly, it can be anything in the realms of science or medicine, something like that. And you're going to be choosing 2 journal articles, 2 articles you find. And these can be academic journal articles on the virtual library, or they could be things you found, on CNN's webpage or Fox News or the Wall Street Journal or The Economist or, Wired magazine or something like that, Popular Mechanics. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking 2 articles and you're going to be analyzing them. And you're going to analyze how these 2 articles really discuss this topic. So, for instance, let's think of something like AI, artificial intelligence. That's a really hot topic. You see it on all the Christmas commercials with OK Google and Alexa, if you're an Amazon person. This is kind of a soft AI, artificial intelligence, right? And every other science fiction movie out today has something to do with, robots taking over because of AI or something. So let's say that I'm really interested in this, and I find an article in Wired magazine, and I find another one on, ScienceDaily.com or something like that. I don't know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze both, and I'm going to determine, maybe which one is better than the other on the subject of AI. Do they both basically cover the same information? Is there one that's more kind of user-friendly, more for the layperson? Is there one that has just got tons of this really technical kind of inside baseball type jargon that's kind of hard to understand? So I really want you to kind of compare and contrast. I want you to really use these critical thinking skills that we've been building over these weeks to really give us a thorough analysis of the subject through these 2 these two articles. Now, what can you choose? You can choose anything. Something related to the environment and global warming, or prosthetics, robotics, new kinds of cancer therapies, cloning of human organs for transplantation, space travel, colonization of Mars. I mean, look, it's endless. There's tons of things you can choose. So choose something that you're interested in, and I want your post really just, you're going to post in it the two articles. Is it going to be APA? I don't really care that much if it's not fully APA. That's all right. But I really want you to have a pretty decent, thorough analysis. And as you're doing your reflection or your replies to your classmates, try to bring these things a little deeper. Okay? There's a lot of posts that I've been seeing that are kind of like, "Hey, that was good," or "I agree with you." Try to go a little deeper with these. Try to ask follow-up questions. Try to bring these discussion threads a little deeper. That's really what gives these things relevance, I think. So that's really what we're going to be doing this week. The biggest thing, again, as you all know, is the paper. Other than that, get all these small, little assignments that are still due. Get those in. I am going to be taking late work, so if there's something that you've neglected, please get it in as soon as possible, and I will make sure your grade is changed accordingly. But we're here, folks. The finish line is right there in front of us. You've been doing very, very well. Run strong. You're almost there. So any questions, let me know. My last day for office hours will be tomorrow, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Blackboard Collaboration. So if you have any questions, you can find me there or just send me an email. Thanks, folks. Bye.